Hey guys, it is me again. Excuse me, guys, for that. And guys, I hope I can stay talking tonight. Um, that's the reason I wasn't here last night. Um, I think night before last night I was here. I think last night's the only night I've missed. I mean, in a row. I really don't know, guys. I've been so sick. Man, I've been in bad shape. Um, Yesterday, guys, I got so sick. I got so stopped up in my chest and up into my throat that but last night I couldn't talk. I mean, I literally couldn't talk. So, and I know I had another night a few nights ago like that too, but I started taking Mucinex and some other stuff, and I think it started cutting everything loose, which is good. But I think it kind of brought a little bit of it up on me, if you know what I'm saying. And kind of got it up into places that it wasn't, and it made it where I couldn't talk. So anyway, guys, I'm glad to be here tonight. Hopefully this won't be a thing of won't be a too common of a thing. If I can ever get over this sickness, I tell you, to be honest, I figured a day or two. I said, a day or two, and I'll be back normal. Monday's when I really started getting sick, and so today's coming up on Sunday, and I'm still. I'll feel better one day. Think I'm getting better. Okay, I'm about to get over it, and the next day I'll feel worse. So everybody just keep praying for me. I didn't get to work out none this week. Um, didn't get to have church Wednesday night. I mean, I've been down bad. So uh, everybody just keep praying for me. Uh, let's see. As you can see, I got a haircut this evening. My sister cut it for me. She cut it a little shorter than we usually do. But I like it like this. I wanted it. I wanted to try it short like this, so real short. So kind of hides my bald spot. I mean, when you cut your hair down real short like this, anyway, when you don't have it real long anywhere, they can't see your bald spot is bad. So anyway, plus it makes it easier for me to take care of. But anyway, guys, I hope everybody's doing all right. As you can probably tell, I still don't feel the best in the world. So guys, I'm just gonna try to make it as quick as I can. Um, normal stuff. Just keep praying for us. Keep praying for the church. Keep praying for each other. We all need it. Uh, just pray, guys. We've been working on this car, stupid Subaru down there. I think we finally figured out what's wrong with it, but we had to put a water pump on it, guys, because it was leaking. Well, the girls also had problems, come to find out, with the car heating up and doing a bunch of other stuff too. Well, I guess they thought maybe where the water pump was leaking, that was making it heat up. And of course, usually, unless it just leaks all the water out, a water pump won't make a car get hot, just a leaking water pump. And it being a Subaru with 200 some thousand on it, Subarus are horrible they're known for head gaskets blowing and cracking heads and that kind of deal. So anyway, we've got it together, and as long as the car's sitting there idling, of course it runs fine. It don't try to get hot or nothing. But you take it down, as soon as you take it down the road, it just starts trying to get hot, blowing all the water out of it. So anyway, I checked it today. She actually came to pick the car up, and that's one thing too. They've been rushing us like crazy on it. It's one of them deals. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into details. They've just started rushing us bad on it, and we had to do brakes on it. Like I said, that water pump, which means taking the timing belts and everything off. So anyway, we finally got it done, and but it's still trying to run hot. She come to get it, and it's still trying to run hot. And I think they're going to chill out a little bit on the not being in such a hurry. She said that she had some rides this week. But what I was getting at, guys, I put the 5-gas analyzer. Turned it to hydrocarbons to check for hydrocarbons and stuck it in the radiator. And within 15 seconds of having it in the radiator, it went up to almost 4,000 parts per million hydrocarbons. Guys, that's more than comes out of tailpipe. So, You should never have hydrocarbons in your radiator for any reason. So anyway, I told her, I said, right there's your problem. I said, you got a head gasket leaking. That's the reason that the car's been trying to, go back and forth. Uh, so anyway, these people I know don't have the money to do head gaskets and that kind of deal. I suggested if they don't have the money to do that, I've used it on other cars before, and I know some people may see it as a hack way of doing it, but I do whatever the customers. I'm one of these. We live in a poor area. We don't live where everybody has $2 and $3 and $4 and $5,000 put up, or just you know money to spend for their. Uh, they just don't. I mean, they just don't have it. I don't know. Probably, you're looking at least $1,000 probably to do head gaskets on a Subaru, and that's if you don't have a cracked head. But anyway. We're probably going to use block sealer. I've used it before. I've used it on Subarus. I've used it on. We had a little Dodge D50 once that had a cracked block in it. And it literally, when this truck would get warm, the block would open up and it would shoot water out of it. You could see it. I mean, just from the inside to the outside. I mean, it shooted up on the fender. We used that block sealer in it, fixed it forever. I mean, we drove the truck for years, sold it, still doing fine. Every car I've ever used it in, so far, it's fixed, at least for a while. I did a Pontiac once that had a cracked head, 3400. I used it in it. It fixed the car for about a year, something over a year. Now, after about a year, it started kind of trying to act up again. And we actually, after the year, we actually took the heads off and did the job right because these people had the money then. So this should fix a Subaru, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. That's why they come out with that stuff. And to be honest, it works pretty good. This is a ceramic block sealer that I use. It's K&W, called K&W Block Seal. And I think I actually even suggested it for Brother Woody once when he had something leaking. But now, I've never used it on anything that it didn't work on. I mean, everything I've ever used it on is fixed. So, anyway, just pray, guys, that this can fix this car, for these people. I know I went around the world to tell that story, just asked you for prayer, but anyway, like I said, guys, just be praying for us. Pray for the church. We're not going to have any question or anything tonight, guys, any discussion topic, because I just don't feel like it. Just to be honest about it, I'm lucky to be here. So we're just going to read God's Word tonight. That's the important thing that we're here to do anyway. So, 3 John. Chapter 1, verse 1. Here we go. The elder to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in truth. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, as it goes well with your soul. For I rejoiced greatly when the brothers came and testified to your truth, as indeed you are walking in the truth. I have no greater joy, excuse me, guys, than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Beloved, it is a faithful thing you do in all your efforts for these brothers, strangers as they are, who testified to your love before the church. You will do well to send them on their journey in a manner worthy of God. For they have gone out for the sake of the name, accepting nothing from the Gentiles. Therefore we ought to support people like these, that we may be fellow workers for the truth. I have written something to the church, but Diotrephes, who likes to put himself first, does not acknowledge our authority. So if I come, I will bring up what he is doing, talking wicked nonsense against us. Guys, trouble in the church. And not content with that, he refuses to welcome the brothers and also stops those who want to and puts them out of the church. We'll go ahead and read verse 11, guys. That's where we'll stop. I know that only leaves us with a few, but we'll finish them all right, guys. I'm getting tired. I can feel my phlegm start coming up. Beloved, do not imitate evil, but imitate good. Whoever does good is from God. Whoever does evil has not seen God. He's talking about this guy that's trying to cause trouble in the church. But anyway, guys, that's where we're going to stop tonight. Good Lord willing, like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow night. Guys, we can only, I was thinking a while ago, I was thinking, come spring, if business is all right and everything, and nothing drastic has been on, I was thinking, hey, I want to buy me a meal, get me a little like a GO704 Grizzly meal, just a cheap meal, $1,000, or something. Just because I like doing that kind of stuff, I just do. I've not got to do it a whole lot. I've rebuilt 2 starters this week. One for us, just kind of one that I'm going to resell, but now I rebuilt one for a customer. So, I like doing that kind of stuff. I mean, that's do. I like lathe work, mill work. But anyway, I was just thinking about that. Come spring, I'll buy me one maybe, and this and that. Then I got to thinking, guys, I'll only get up out of this bed in the morning about 7 hours from now, 7.5, 8 hours from now. I'll only get out of that bed in the morning if God allows it. And we all need to realize that and think that. And I'm not, I'm sorry if you take that gloomy or doomy, and I'm not trying to be that way, guys. I mean, a matter of fact, I think we should rejoice in that God controls whether we live, whether we die. God controls what we do, because we know when we try to control things, what we do, we screw it up. I'm just saying, that's one thing that a lot of times as Christians we do. All people, but Christians tend to do it too, and we wonder what's stealing our joy. Worrying too much about the future, thinking, well, what's going to happen 6 months from now or 2 months from now. Like I said, guys, every day we get up out of the bed and we're still alive, it's a gift from God. Let's use it. Let's do all we can for God. And if we'll keep doing that, He'll take care of us. And these things, if it's meant for God to let them happen, then they're going to happen. If not, not, and we just need to trust in Him, and know, like I said, that, when we get up in the morning, let's use that day to try to please the Lord and praise the Lord every bit we can, and then we'll worry about the next day when it comes. Jesus Himself said that. He said, don't worry about tomorrow until tomorrow comes. Tomorrow will have its own problems. He says, worry about today. And as people, we tend to do that. We try to plan. We try to plan for a year down the road, 6 months down the road, 10 years down the road, 30 years down the road. We say, I'm going to retire at this age, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. There's a saying, and it kind of applies if you want to make God laugh telling your plans. And I've always thought that was kind of true. I mean, I don't think God laughs at us when we do that, but what it's insinuating is, we do that like, oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that a year from now, or I'm going to do this. And God's in control. I mean, especially if we're a Christian, God's directing our lives, and God may want something totally different from us 6 months from now, or a year from now, or whatever. We just need to go with that, go with where God leads us, and realize that it's about Him, and it's not about us. It's not about our jobs, our careers. It's not about these things that we want. It's about Him. And if we'll realize that and start rejoicing in that, and start realizing that that's where we get our happiness from, we can truly be happy. And I'm finally starting to see that, and I hope you guys are too. So anyway, guys, love you all. Good Lord willing, I'll be back here tomorrow night. Until I see you all again, good night, and God bless.